Good afternoon, everyone. Let us start. Remember, we have been learning Chapter 12, Geographical Perspective on Selected Issues and Problems. Yesterday, we discussed about real urban migration problems, then problems of slums with case studies on Dharavi. Today we shall discuss about this land degradation and a case study on Jhabua district. Now let me present my screen. Land degradation. So this is another environmental issues or problem. So now let us read what is land degradation, then what are the important causes of land degradation. Okay, so here meaning of land degradation is given here. Land degradation is generally understood as either as a temporary or a permanent decline in productive capacity of the land. So let me repeat. Land degradation is generally understood either as a temporary or a permanent decline in the productive capacity of the land. Actually, this decline in the productivity and degradation of land is directly related, as the definition tells. Okay, so the pressure on agricultural land increases not only due to the limited availability of land, but also by deterioration of quality of agricultural land. So pressure on agricultural land has been increasing day by day because population is increasing rapidly, land is limited, okay, and at the same time the quality of agricultural land is deteriorated, and that is why the pressure on agricultural land has been increasing day by day. And this soil erosion, waterlogging, salinization and alkalinization of land lead to land degradation. So these are the immediate causes of land degradation: soil erosion, waterlogging, then salinization, okay, and alkalinization of land. So these are all these lead to land degradation. And here, okay, before we read the causes of land degradation, so let us examine some photographs regarding land degradation. Here, so this is a photograph showing land degradation. Okay, here this area is also affected, and whole this area is also affected. And we have one more photo. This is about land degradation and soil erosion. Okay, land degradation because of soil erosion. This is what we call gully erosion. Then here we have this waterlogging problem. Okay, here the field is a waterlogged. I think you may be seeing it is mainly occurring in Punjab, Haryana area. And here this is also waterlogging due to canal irrigation. Here you may be seeing here this area, it is water lock. Okay, water is accumulated here. Then we have this another photograph showing degradation of land. Okay, this is another photograph showing degradation of land. So this area is affected by erosion, and the other areas also affected due to over irrigation, overgrazing. And so this is salt affected soils. Okay, that is salinization is taken place here. I think you're seeing salt crystals here. Okay, so this is the photograph showing the soil salinization. You are seeing salt crystals, the white areas. And here this is another photograph showing soil salinization in Punjab. Okay, in agricultural field. Here, see, this area is affected. And this is another photograph showing the soil salinity, salinization of soil. Okay, this is also another scene affecting the farmer. Okay, of this is about soil salinization. Okay, this is also another scene of soil salinization. Okay, so these are the photographs showing degradation of land. Okay, so let us read. Although all the degraded land may not be wasteland, but unchecked process of degradation may lead to conversion to wasteland. Actually, we may not think that all the degraded land are wasteland. But if we don't check the degradation of land, then it may lead to the conversion of the degraded land into wasteland. Okay, that is the point mentioned here. And about the causes of this land degradation, we have these two processes that induce land degradation, and these are natural. Okay, the first one is the natural process or natural cause, and another one is created by human beings. Okay, so these are two processes that cause land degradation. One is the natural process, another one is created by the human beings. And see about these examples of the land degradation caused by natural agents. Okay, here it is here. There are a few types of wastelands. There are a few types of wastelands, such as gullied or ravines, that I have shown you the photograph. Okay, real erosion, land, then desertic or coastal sands, then barren rocky areas, steep sloping land, and glacial areas, means areas affected by eroded by glaciers. So these are primarily caused by natural agents. Okay, so these are examples of degraded land caused by natural agents. Then there are also other types of land, degraded land, such as waterlogged, marshy areas, land affected by salinity and alkalinity, and the land with or without scrub, which have largely been caused by natural as well as human factors. So these are the degraded land caused by the natural as well as human factors. Okay, say waterlogged and marshy areas that I have shown the photograph. Okay, water is accumulated in a particular place due to over irrigation. Then land affected by salinity that I have already shown you. Then alkalinity, actually if the pH value of the soil is more than 6.5, it is called alkaline. Okay, the soil is said to be alkaline if the pH value of the soil is more than 6.5, we call it alkaline. If it is less than 6.5, we call it acidic. Okay, and the neutral value for soil is 6.5. the pH value is 6.5. And here the alkalinity means it is the capacity of water to resist changes in pH that would make the water more acidic. Okay, so it affects the cropping of the this cultivation, okay, of the crops, and all these affect, okay, the productivity of the land, and these are caused mainly by these natural as well as human factors. Okay, and about this, the degraded land caused by the human activities. Okay, there are some other types of wasteland such as degraded shifting cultivated area. Okay, then degraded land under plantation crops, then degraded forest that I have shown the photograph. Okay, then degraded pasture, degraded grasslands that you have already seen, then mining industrial wastelands. All these are caused by the human action. Okay, so this type of degraded lands are caused by human action, that is degraded land by shifting cultivation, degraded land by plantation activities, then plantation activities mean plantation agriculture, then degraded forest, okay, then degraded pasture due to overgrazing, then mining and industrial wastelands, then all these are caused by the human action. Up to here, any question? Do you have questions? Okay, so this is also this a photograph showing land degradation because of plantation activities. Okay, here the upper portion is degraded, and so this is another photograph showing this waterlogging because of irrigation. So if you don't have questions, then let me proceed. So here we have a case study, okay, about this the success story of a watershed management program implemented in the Jhabua district of Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so this is a success story of watershed management program implemented in Jhabua district in Madhya Pradesh. And so here let me show you the location of this Jhabua district. So this is the map showing the state of Madhya Pradesh, and Jhabua district is here. And here let us read. So this is the introduction of the place, okay, of the Jhabua district. Jhabua district is located in the westernmost agroclimatic zone in Madhya Pradesh. It is in fact one of the 5 most backward districts of the country. And this district is characterized by high concentration of tribal population, mostly Bhils, okay, Bhil tribes. And the people suffer due to poverty, which has been accelerated by high rate of resource degradation, both forest and land. So this is about Jhabua district. About the problems. So this district is one of the 5 most backward districts of India, and it is mainly inhabited by Bhil tribes, and these tribes have been suffering due to poverty, which has been increasing at a very high rate because of this resource degradation, that is both forest and land is degraded as well as forests are degraded. Then to bring the balance, to restore the fragile environment, many efforts have been made by the government. So what are the efforts made by the government? Let us read. The Watershed Management Program, funded by both the Ministries of Rural Development and Agriculture, Government in India, have been successfully implemented in Jhabua districts, which has gone a long way in preventing land degradation and improving soil quality. So this is one of the most important steps taken to bring back to the normal. The Watershed Management Program, funded by both the Ministries of Rural Development and Agriculture, Government India, have been successfully implemented in Jhabua district, which has gone a long way in preventing land degradation and improving soil quality. That means because of this Watershed Management Program, land degradation has been prevented, and there is improvement in the soil quality. And not only this, the Watershed Management Program also improves livelihood of people through natural resource management and community participation. This Watershed Management Program also improves the livelihood, the standard of living of the people through natural resource management and participation of community, participation of the people. And in the past 5 years, the program funded by Ministry of Rural Development alone has treated 20% of total area under Jhabua district. So in the past 5 years, the program funded by this Ministry of Rural Development alone treated 20% of the total area of Jhabua district to bring back to the normal condition. So the program was implemented under the Rajiv Gandhi Mission for Watershed Management. So 20% of the total area of Jhabua district has been treated. In the last 5 years, then the Pet-Lawat block of Jhabua is located in the northernmost part of the district and represents an interesting and successful case of government NGO partnership and community participation in managing watershed programs. This is another block located in the northernmost part of Jhabua district. This Pet-Lawat block, which is located in the northernmost part of the district, represents an interesting and a successful case example of government NGO partnership and community participation in managing watershed program. That means watershed management programs this with these NGOs, then government, then community partnership has been very successful in this block also. The village in the village means the tribes. The tribes in the village tribes in Pet-Lawat block, for example, the Sat Rundi hamlet of Karawat village through their own effort have revitalized large part of common property resources CPRs. These Bhil tribe, inhabited in Pelawat block, through their efforts revitalize large part of common property resources. Common property resources, for example, forest lanes, then village grass lanes, then roadside. These are example of common property resources, and these forest, lane, then grassland have been revitalized with a large effort of the Bhil tribe. And each household planted and maintained one tree on common property. So each household has to plant one tree and to be maintained, to get mature in the common property land, say in the forest lane or in the grass lane. And they also have planted this fodder grass on the pasture lane, and they adopted social fencing of these lands for at least 2 years. They also have been planting this grass, fodder grass in the grasslands, and adopted social fencing in these lands for at least 2 years. Means they will not graze the animals in the CPRs, in the grasslands. And even after that, there would be no open grazing on these lands, but stall feeding of cattle and is done. So there would be no open grazing in the grasslands, but there will be stall feeding of cattle, and they are thus confident that the pastures they have developed would sustain their cattle in the future. Means it will last long for the future generation. Stall feeding then means we have to cut grasses from the grasslands, from the community resources, CPRs, or from the forest, and we have to feed in the cow set. Open grazing is not allowed. So these are the important efforts made by these government, then NGOs and the villagers, to restore the ecosystem in Jhabua district of Madhya Pradesh. So this is the success story of Watershed Management program in Jhabua district of Madhya Pradesh. In the examination, mainly the success story, mainly the achievements, mainly the achievements are asked in the CBSE exam. And here this photograph shows this tree plantation on the common property resources in Jhabua. And so this is an example of community participation for land leveling in the common property resources in Jhabua. And here we have some more photographs. See here, this is also implemented in Jhabua district. This is post implementation. Here this is degraded, and here these grasses and trees are planted. This is after implementation, before implementation, this one. And they are also making these check dams there in Jhabua district. So these are also some of the steps of these measures of watershed management program. So any question from your side? Here let me summarize, okay, the watershed management program in Jhabua district. Let me summarize you in 4 points, okay, about the achievements. So number 1, land degradation has been prevented, okay, in Jhabua district because of the efforts of this Vil tribe, then NGO, then government, okay. Land degradation has been prevented. Then number 2 point, soil quality has been improved. Then number 3, there is improvement in the growth of natural vegetation, means afforestation program is there. Then there is improvement, okay, in the livelihood of the tribes. The standard of living of the tribe has been improved. Okay, so these are the 4 important points regarding the achievements, telling the achievements of this watershed management program in Jhabua district. Any question, boys and girls? Okay, then here is the summary. Okay, this is the last part of the chapter of this chapter. Last time we did not read it. I thought that it would be better if we read at the end. Okay, this will be the summary of this chapter. So this table tells the types and the sources of pollution, different types of this environmental pollution. So here the type of pollution, air pollution, so the pollutants, okay, pollution involved means here the substances, the pollutants involved are given here, then sources of pollution is given here. So let us read about air pollution. We have these oxides of sulfur, that is sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, then oxides of nitrogen, then carbon monoxide, hydrocarbon, ammonia, lead, aldehyde, asbestos, and beryllium. Okay, asbestos, it releases some fibrous substance, okay, and if we breathe in asbestos fiber, then our lungs may be damaged. Then about the sources of pollution, air pollution, we have combustion of coal, burning of coal, then petroleum, diesel, industrial processes, then solid waste disposal and sewage disposal. Next we have this water pollution. So pollutants involved, okay, we have odor, that is smell, obnoxious smell, irritating smell, then dissolved and suspended solids, then ammonia, urea, then nitrate and nitrite, chloride, fluoride, carbonate, oil and grease, insecticide, pesticide residue from agricultural field, tannin. Okay, actually tannin is a naturally occurring this chemical, okay, called polyphenol, found in plant, seed, bark, then wood, leaves and fruit skins. And this coliform bacteria, okay, coliform MPM. MPM stands for most probable number. Actually this is a method used to estimate the concentration of viable microorganisms in a sample of this water, okay, so bacteria count. Then sulfates and sulfide, heavy metals, for example lead, then arsenic, mercury, manganese, then radioactive substances. All these are toxic, okay, lead, arsenic, mercury, all these are toxic. And sources of pollution, water pollution, we have here sewage disposal from the domestic household, then from the urban runoff, then toxic effluent from industries, runoff over the cultivated land. So when there is rainfall, then rainwater will dissolve the biochemical inputs, okay, and will run off and will fall into the river. Thus the water body is polluted. Then nuclear power plants, then land pollution. So here we have these pollution involved, okay, pollutants involved, human and animal excreta, okay, then viruses and bacteria, garbage and vectors therein. Vectors, for example, these rats, mice, insects, okay, then pesticide, fertilizer, residue, alkalinity, then fluoride, radioactive substances. So sources of pollution, we have improper human activities, disposal of untreated industrial waste on the land, then use of pesticide and fertilizers in the agricultural field, then noise pollution, that is high level of noise above tolerance level. Last time I told you that human beings can tolerate up to 40 decibel. Beyond this, okay, we call it noise pollution. So important sources of pollution, we have aircrafts, then automobiles, trains, industrial processing, machineries in industries, then advertising media like loudspeakers, okay. So this table is the summary of the different types of environmental pollution. So any other question from your side regarding pollution? So if you don't have problems, this is the end of this chapter. Thank you very much for joining my class.